that last play just like you drew it up?
It actually was. Now, you got to give a lot of credit to Nicola making that pass. You got to give a lot of credit to Wilson Chandler for setting a great screen. And obviously you have to give the most credit to Gary Harris for stepping up and making a huge shot. We needed that, and I felt that we deserved that game. I really do. What we've been through the last couple of nights, close game, come up short. To get that win tonight, when it almost felt like we just given it away. After everything we did tonight, we're about to give a game away. To hit that shot, I'm just so happy for our players. You know, they've been working and doing everything we've asked, and for them to not give up, not quit, and win the game at the buzzer like that is a phenomenal win in front of a tremendous home crowd tonight.
Yeah, what's going through your mind? Number one, like you said, you felt like maybe you guys were giving it away. What's going through your mind in the fourth quarter? And then when you see the shot go in by Gary?
Well, you know, obviously in the fourth quarter we gave up 35 points. And we had a lot of breakdowns. Let's be honest. I'm thrilled we won the game, but too many breakdowns. You know, even they call ATO play before the Paul George 3, and we covered that exact play, and we still messed it up. And we give Westbrook a layup. So you know, I'd much rather teach and learn after a win like that, and we'll learn from this and we'll watch it. But in that fourth quarter, I just felt like our bench group Jeremy Grant was winning the game for them. I can understand Westbrook, Paul George, but Jeremy Grant comes in, he's making plays, we're turning the ball over, we're fouling, and then we're leaving Paul George, giving him open threes. You know, we just kind of mentally lost it for a little bit. We put our starters back in the game. Obviously, Jamal Murray, what he did in the fourth quarter for a 20-year-old. I haven't seen a 20-year-old do that on a national stage many times in my career. He was phenomenal. So I'm just glad we got the win, Gina, and we can clean up all the breakdowns that we had offensively and defensively. But hard-fought win, up 2-1 on them in the season series, and that's a game that we needed.
First, Jamal has to earn minutes, and then he's got to earn the starting job, and then he's got to earn possessions, and he's got to earn a bigger role in the offense. And then for him to do this, like you talked about on national TV, it's a special breed of player that can do that.
Yeah, he took a shot in that fourth quarter with 4 minutes to go. It was a step-back 3 with Steven Adams all over him. And I said, Jamal, we got to get a better shot. He looks at me, that's not a good shot? and I say, time and score, no, it's not. And then right after that, he proceeds to score and hit these ridiculous shots. So what does that speak to, Matt? That speaks to, here's a 20-year-old who doesn't care. He's not afraid of the moment. National on TV, Russell Westbrook, MVP. I mean, Russell's a great player. I thought Jamal tonight, his ability to create separation, even on that last shot that he missed, that move that he had, hey, come on, man. I'm super excited about our team. The future can't come soon enough.
Is your bench going to be okay after the crossover that he put on Adams? Because the bench seemed to have some physical issues.
I'll tell you what, you know what's really fun to see? When guys support each other. So he has that move, and the bench goes crazy. Gary hits the shot, and it was like a bum rush out the corner of the court into the locker room. I haven't seen in the locker room like that for us in a while, and they're so deserving. Gary Harris's first game-winning shot, and I think it'll be the first of many. But so proud of all of our guys, and to step up and play. That's a good team that's been playing very well. Obviously, it became a shootout, which is something I never loved, but obviously we had just one extra basket, one late basket that we needed, and it was a hell of a win. So let's go get Golden State.
That mindset with Jamal, the not caring, not being afraid of the moment, where do you think that comes from? Because like Matt said, that's either you have that trait or you don't.
No, there's no doubt. You're either a gunfighter or you're not. And some guys, when they miss shots, they tend to become tentative. Jamal doesn't have that in him, and that's why he's got a chance to be a special player. Special players have short-term memory. And I give his mother and father a lot of credit, his upbringing, the confidence, the focus, the discipline they've instilled in him. But he has great belief in himself. And I think, one thing we've done around here is I think he also knows that this organization, from me to Tim to Josh, believe in him. And we're building with him. There are a lot of things we could have done this summer, but we wanted to keep our young core together because of, you think about Jamal, Gary, Nicola, and build from there. that is a really good young core. And I'm so proud of Jamal because he showcased his talents tonight in a big way on national TV, and he's making a name for himself. He's earning his stripes.
That clutch quality, like, when did that first start to show itself for you? Because it's obviously happened with, like, on this stage over the past couple of weeks, but when did you start to say, like, okay, yeah, this is a guy that we can trust with the ball in his hands in the fourth quarter?
You know, his breakout moment last year, I don't know if you guys remember the game. We're playing Chicago at home, and we're getting beat by around 20. And Jamal comes in the game and starts slinging arrows. Place going crazy. And I think that game kind of put him, okay, I can do this. And it let all of our fans know, wow, this kid's a special player. And that was the first game I saw it, but there have been many games since, even last year, like making clutch free throws. You know, some guys get to the foul line late in the game and they start pulling short, barely hitting the front rim. You know, Jamal is never intimidated by the moment, and that is a great characteristic to have. And I agree with what you said. You either have that or you don't. And obviously it's great that he has that. So phenomenal game, man. It was everybody that stepped in contributed. 32 assists, only 11 turnovers. I talked about it before the game. Can we take care of the ball against the #1 team in the NBA in terms of steals? And we did a great job of that tonight. And to only give up 9 offensive rebounds against the #1 offensive rebounding team. 2 keys that we talked about, and I thought we did a great job focusing on those areas.
And yet it was Gary Harris that saved the day here today, and you called him the MVP of this team before, but what more can you say about what he means to this enterprise?
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, he's a foundation. He's a foundational piece. And I mean, that is a big statement because, you know, we are building the future of this team behind Gary, Jamal, Nikola, and of our other players. And for Gary to go out there and guard and to score, to make big plays, to hit his first game winner, I hear him, he's becoming more and more vocal. And that's the thing I'm most proud about, because I think that's the next step in his evolution as a player, is to add that leadership, to add that voice. And I don't care if you're young or not. Gary has a respect of the locker room because he brings it every day. His voice carries weight. And the more comfortable he gets by using his voice is only going to help this team move forward. Same thing with Nicole.
Jamal's talked a lot about the relationship that you two have, both on and off the floor.
Right.
What's just the dialogue like between you and him during a game like tonight when he's really got it going?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of all over the place. I mean, I'm on him at times, you know, like whether it's behind the back pass and traffic turnover, or if it's a great pass, great pace. I'm just supporting him, I'm coaching, I'm holding him accountable, and I'm also, you know, encouraging him. And, you know, like I said, wow, we got to get a better shot than that. And come off the floor in the huddle, we talk about it. I'm not saying you can't make that shot, but you got to understand time and score. Coming off the floor one time in the third quarter, I said, Jamal, we're in the bonus right now. They got Jeremy Grant guarding Nikola Jokic. Think about what plays you want to call. We got to get him in the post, get to the foul line. So it's just a constant communication, give and take. I love my relationship with him. He allows me to coach him. And I think most importantly, Harrison, is that he knows that I'm in his corner 1,000%. He knows that, you know, even through the early struggles, we never wavered. It wasn't like, let's take him out of the lineup. No, he's our guy. Let's help him through these tough times, and we've done that. And obviously, I think you're starting to see the payoff on a much more consistent basis.
We even talked about
The longest that we've ever gone without talking about Nikola Jokic.
That's what I
Who
was
had a triple-double.
Oh, by the way, that happened.
I didn't even know he had a triple-double.
Yeah.
Didn't even know. Like I don't look at that stuff. I look at the best analytical stat is? It's not a number. It's a letter. It's a W.
It's a double.
And I didn't realize he had a triple-double. And Nikola to go 29, 14, and 13. I wanted to stop the game tonight. In the first half, when he caught the ball, he turned the corner, he dunked it. Should have been a national holiday. I was hoping with that play, that's like I said earlier in the season, they should be giving out free hot dogs to everybody. That is a rare sighting.
Can't you make this happen?
Rare sighting. So that was phenomenal. He had a great line late in the game. We're in the timeout. They call the timeout. They're drawing up a play. He says to me, Coach, I'm guessing I'm out right now. I said, yes, you are. So you got to love Nikola's sense of humor, but he's a great player, you know. And you know, we don't win this game without our young players, who are so important to today, and more importantly, so important to our tomorrow. And Nikola is really trying, and I give him so much credit. He's really trying. Forget the basketball, the talent, the skill. He's really trying to handle his emotions, to be more mature, handle adversity, and to be a leader. And I see signs of maturation. with Nikola Jokic. And all you can ever ask anybody is to make the effort, and he's definitely doing that. So you throw a triple-double in the mix against a very physical team, and it was great.
Is this the biggest win of the year?
It's the biggest win because it's the last win. You know what I mean? And I would say this, Gina, going into this 4-game stretch of Boston, San Antonio, OKC, and Golden State, we knew it was going to be a tough grind. How proud I am of this team, I can't even explain it. To give ourselves a chance against Boston, to give ourselves a chance against San Antonio on the road, 3rd game, 4 nights. To give ourselves a chance tonight, again, 3rd game in 4 nights against a team that's playing very well. And we pulled it out. I mean, sometimes it happens. Paul George hits a tough shot. Everybody thinks it's going to overtime, and sometimes the basketball gods are with you like tonight, and sometimes they're against you like the last couple nights. So obviously I got to pray a little bit more.
What's the next step for Jamal? Is it consistency?
Yeah,
Is it a lot of young guys?
Yeah, I'd say this is the last question, by the way. Because I got nobody in the back helping me out. So this is the last question.
One more win.
But I would say that is definitely the next step in his kind of process of becoming a great NBA player, is the consistency. And I think you're seeing it more and more often. And I don't expect him to be Superman every night, but I think he's being a lot more consistent than he was to start the year. And I think you see a confidence. You go out there and play like you played against Oklahoma City, Russell Westbrook, and some of the plays that he made, that's a huge confidence builder. So consistency for him. And then the other thing I'd add from a basketball standpoint is defensively. Don't be just a player that impacts the game with your offense and your playmaking and your scoring. Be a guy that also takes pride in your defense. And if he starts doing that and being consistent, he's got a chance to be an all-NBA player.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.